Hey guys, what's going on? Saber Strike here. I just wanted to give you guys a quick look at what I have done for my World's Pick'ems. And we are just finished up the kind of the playing stage. We're getting into the elimination bracket, so that's going to open up. So I'll do the picks live here for you. Well, not live because I'm recording this, but you'll get to hear some of my thoughts and feelings, and we'll actually go through my crystal ball picks and see where I may have went wrong and what I'm kind of doing and what my thought process was in some of these. So let's go ahead and get you over there so you can see my thought process on some of this stuff. Um, so we'll start with the crystal ball. I picked Orn because that happened. It was for who will be picked the most during Champion Select at Worlds. I picked Orn because he was kind of in meta, but he's fallen off really, and it's kind of scary. I'm kind of worried about that pick. Quite honestly, I don't think that's going to be great for me. But once we get into the group stage and knockout stage, I think it'll turn around and maybe Orn will start getting picked again, but we will have to see. And then, so next we proceed to who will be banned the most during Champion Select at Worlds. I went with Callista, and so far this is working out pretty well. There's been a few Callista games, but most games here during the playing stage, she's been banned out. So that's actually working in my favor right now. I think she's got a 100% pick ban rate, and a lot of that is on the ban side. Along with my next pick here, which is Aatrox. Let me see. Okay, I need to zoom in. Oh no. Nope, not that. It was this one. Come on. Make it a little bit. Oop, maybe too far. There. Yeah. So, Aatrox there, who will have the highest win rate at Worlds. So far, it looks like a good pick. There hasn't been. We'll see what happens here. Again, this is another one that we'll have to wait and see. I thought Renekton would be a good one that have different roles, but right now it looks like it could be Maokai. So that one might be a miss. I've seen Renekton top and mid. And then you've got Sejuani. That's been kind of floating around, so this one might be a miss for sure. Most deaths at Worlds, I was thinking support champion and went straight with Lulu, but we're starting to see kind of a rise in engage support, so this one might be a miss. We'll have to wait and see what we get to at the really once we get into the later stages of the tournament here. Now getting down to players for Crystal Ball selections, we'll have the highest KDA at Worlds. I went with Jackie Love, world champion. Figured this is going to be a good pick here, solid one. He definitely is a standout player to me, but I think he's probably a little bit of a dark horse. So I went a little bit of dark horse on a couple of these selections, as you can tell. I went with JoJo on who will play the most different champions at Worlds, just because I think he has probably at least a little bit deeper champion pool, and he's shown that he can play some different champions as well. So I went with JoJo Pune, and I'm going to ride that out. This gives me a little bit more room to play with since he is playing in the play-in stage. Who will get at least one pentakill at Worlds? I went with Ruler, just because I think he's going to get one. No other reason than I think he's probably one to watch out for to get a pentakill. Berserker will get the most first bloods at Worlds. He always seems to kind of be in that area to get the first blood, so I'm hinging a little bit there on Berserker. I think he's gonna give his group there a little bit of a challenge in the bot lane there, and which is what I'm looking forward to in that group of death there, between Cloud9, T1, and I believe it's EDG that they're in right now. And then who will get the most kills in a single game at Worlds? I went with Caps because he always seems to kind of be a little bit of a carry and always kind of strongly focused in that one. But we can't find out that stuff until everything is over with. Which team will win Worlds? I went with T1. I think that's a safe bet. Dark horse right now for me, if it did allow me to pick one, I'd probably pick Damwon Kia. Maybe even I'm even gonna give it to Rogue. I'm gonna give Rogue a shot to win Worlds. I just feel like there's some momentum there behind Rogue that I haven't seen since like about Fnatic G2, where they were pressing for a lot of world spots against like FPX, and I think it was IG. Don't ask me the years because I don't remember. Which team will place first and play in Group A? I picked Evil Geniuses. This was done before play-in started, and before play-in started, Fnatic came out and said that their bot lane was going to be out. So it's like, well, they're going to be playing subs in bot lane. Evil Genius is the next one to come back in, and then like 2 hours before, they're like, oh, just kidding, they can come back in. And now, so this one is minus 30 point. I lost this one, so no 30 points because Fnatic won that group. And I honestly thought RNG would get first place in Group B, but they missed out, and DRX actually clean swept the group. RNG is in second place, so I missed it, but not too bad. Both of these teams are in second place, so I didn't miss it too bad, but that's minus 60 points now I'm not going to get back. Which team from a region with 2 seeds or less will advance furthest in Worlds? I chose Detonation Focus Me. I'm somewhat concerned about that pick, because if they win, they have to go up against RNG. Do they get past RNG? I don't know. That leaves the door open for, I think, Flying Oysters is like right now the furthest along team, along with Gigabyte Marines. So this one's a concerning pick for me. But they have shown that they can get to group stage. So depending on if they can get past RNG, I think it's possible. Well, first they have to get past Loud, but we'll get to that because we can do the picks here for the playing games elimination round after I'm all done explaining this stuff. We also have which team will play the most different champions at Worlds? Mad Lions, just because I think they have. I picked Mad Lions just because I think they have the most nutty pick selection and champion pool. I think they're gonna go with as many different champions as they feel that they can go with. I was hemming and hawing between them and I think G2 and T1, if I'm honest, if I remember my picks right. So during the event, how many reverse sweeps will there be at Worlds? Out of 11 total best of 5s, I took 3+. I think it was like 0, 1, 2, 2, 3, or 3+, and I decided to go 3+ because I think there's going to be a few more reverse sweeps than what we actually think there is. I think there's a low number historically, but I think it will be in that area where it's going to be 3+. I think we're going to see some reverse sweeps coming up. How many pentakills will there be at Worlds? I picked 2. We were, as far as I know, we are already at 2, so I'm guessing this is going to be a bad bet for me. So I'm probably going to lose a lot of that. And I picked 2 because I didn't think there was going to be a whole heck of a lot of pentakills because these are world caliber teams and we already have 2 in play-ins. So I actually I almost went, I think it was like 3 plus, but I didn't take it. I voted against my gut and went 2. What will be the duration of the longest single game at Worlds? I went 45 to 49 minutes because 50 plus minute games, I just don't think that'll happen. I think these guys are just too good to let it go that far. I even think 45 minutes is too far, but there could be a slobber knocker game in there for sure. And just it kind of depends on where it's going to go. I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. I really think there could be a slobber knocker game, especially in the group stage or quarterfinal stage where there's a longer game in there. How many Baron Steals will there be at Worlds? 3 to 5 I've picked. I don't think it's going to be... I have a feeling it's going to be more towards 3 than it is 5. Because, like I said, the world competition is at a level. And I just don't see a lot of burger flips coming in for those Baron Steals. So I went 3 to 5. I could be wrong on this, but 3 to 5 I feel is a pretty good notion of where everything's going to be. And then finally for my crystal ball, I took Ocean Drake, for which Drake will be killed the most at Worlds right now. It's Hextech, but we still have a lot of Worlds to play. I don't know the exact numbers for all the dragons that have been slayed yet. I'm sure there's some website that I can look it up, but I'm not too worried about it right now because, again, we're still in the play-in stage and we still have groups and quarterfinals, or in groups and knockouts yet to go. So that's kind of my crystal ball roundup and kind of my thoughts to it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be wrong on these 2. I feel good about these 2, but and this one I'm meh on. We'll see how it all goes. So we're going to go right to my picks here for playing knockouts. They should be up and available. I can pick, and I can. Cool. So you got Mad Lions versus Saigon Buffalo, and the winner will face Evil Geniuses on Tuesday, October 4th. Today is the 2nd as I am recording this. The picks just went live. So this one, you've got an overly aggressive team versus Mad Lions, who aren't great in best of 5s from the LEC. So could there be an upset here? Yes, with Saigon. Do I think there will be? Because this winner goes on to Evil Geniuses. I can't really bet against Mad Lions, but I know they haven't won a single best of 5 all summer long. So the question becomes, do I put my faith in Mad Lions to get a best of 5 against Saigon Buffalo? I think I kind of want to see what this coin flip does. Are you sure you want to flipping the coin will lock in a random pick and you won't be able to change it later? Oh. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. That I didn't know. Okay. I thought, okay. This honestly, this is a coin flip game to me. Set of 5. I kind of want to let the coin decide it, because I'm really flip-flopping between the 2 of them, and Do I think Saigon can beat Mad? I do. Can they do it? Can Mad win a best of 5? Can they do it against Saigon? Uh, I'm going to actually go with Saigon Buffalo. I am. History has said that Mad Lions cannot win best of 5s. So I'm going to take Saigon Buffalo there in that game, which puts them up against Evil Geniuses. And that leaves Detonation Focus Me versus Loud. This, I feel like I have to go with Detonation Focus Me. Loud has shown a lot of potential in this play-in stage, but Detonation Focus Me has really been there in the end and has shown that they have this what am I trying to say? To be able to get out of this group. And it's recency biased, I know, but I feel like Detonation Focus Me will get up into that group state or into this next game where they'll have to face off against Royal Never Give Up. And that could be a dangerous team against Royal Never Give Up, I'll be honest. I think that could be a definite dangerous. That could be a trap game for Royal Never Give Up, if I'm honest. Yeah, so let us do this. All right, so those are my picks and some of my thoughts. I'm going to put this right up into YouTube, so let me see your thoughts and your ideas in the comments below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you there. Have a good night and good luck.